Anyone can practice justice. Anyone can try to help change policies and systems that do not allow the same rights and privileges to everyone. Anyone can be a voice for the oppressed. True justice, however, will never come apart from the creator of justice. Think about it like this. Learning a foreign language without parents who speak that language, or without living in an environment where that language is used. Let's say you want to learn Haitian Creole. And if you read a book about Creole, you'll learn some Creole, but it's likely to be very flawed. The best way to learn and better your Creole is to immerse yourself in it, learning from people who speak it as a first language. The same is true with God's justice. God is just. By knowing and being in a relationship with Him, we learn not only to do justice, but also to be just, like God is. Global disparity is another term for injustice. There are many examples of global disparity in our world right now. Here are just a few. There are many countries where the majority of the people do not have access to natural resources. This includes 750 million people, or approximately 1 in 9, who do not have access to clean, safe water. There are countries where girls are not allowed to attend school. This includes parts of India, Cambodia, and Pakistan. In our own country, the majority of Fortune 500 companies have only men at the top level of leadership. The murder of George Floyd, among other things, have highlighted racial discrimination and prejudice in the U.S. All around the world, including in the United States, there are injustices in terms of access to food. Some starve while others have so much food that it spoils. Other major issues include sustainable development, climate change, population growth, health issues and healthcare, peace and conflict, organized crime, national debt, and energy. We are called to be Jesus' hands and feet in the world. Note that we doesn't mean everyone else except me. In the Salvation Army, our slogan is doing the most good. Sometimes we as Salvationists, we can feel that we get the credit for what the Salvation Army is doing around the world simply by belonging to the Army, even though we aren't doing anything personally. So how can we change from thinking about everyone else being responsible for justice to thinking how I can be responsible for justice? Here are a few practical ways we can make a difference personally. Give food and clothing to the poor through donations and food drives. Volunteer with local social services. Learn about orphans and their needs. Consider a future of adopting. Volunteer with a hospice center and visit people in the hospital. Spend time talking with single moms and elderly widows. Bring them groceries. Describe scenery in a movie to someone who is blind. Hold the arm of an elderly person as they sit, stand, or walk. Participate in anti-human trafficking efforts and fair trade practices. Here are a few more ideas of living out justice we can stand up with, as well as speak up for those who do not know that they're being mistreated or don't know what to do about mistreatment, such as immigrants, disabled, children who are abused, and unborn babies. We can speak up when we know something is wrong. This includes speaking up against bullying. We can learn about the policies that keep the poor and needy from moving forward. We can defend the rights of all people to receive fair treatment, quality education, and opportunities to better their lives. This includes immigrants, the homeless, and the disabled. We can volunteer with groups that work in orphanages, become a big brother or sister, visit the elderly in nursing homes, and ask people what they need and how we can help them. And we can remain in God's Word, involved in church and Christian community, and distance ourselves from things that pollute our hearts and minds. We do not live in a fair world. We can treat people fairly, but this is not enough. Pastor Eugene Cho said that as Christians, many of us are more in love with the idea of justice than actually doing it. We need to treat people justly. We need to be people of justice.